out why you switched your homeroom, but I think it's 'cause of me. So today we're gonna look at how to play Betty by Taylor Swift. And this is mostly going to be based on how she played this on the ACM Awards back in 2020. So this might differ a bit from some parts on the studio recording. So we're gonna have standard tuning on our guitar, and the song is in the key of C major. So we start looking at the intro and the verses and the chords. So we start off with a simple C major. And then we go to G sus4 over B. So we go from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret of the A string and let go of the D string. And then we go to A minor 7. And further down to G sus4. And here I mute the A string with the ring finger as I'm pressing down the low E. So that's G sus4, and then we play F sus2 without the F in the bass. So we start off on the A string. And we stay on F sus2 for twice as long as the previous chords, and then we go back to G sus4 and also stay there for twice as long. And we play this chord progression once for the intro and twice for each verse. Now for each of these chords, it doesn't really matter if you happen to hit the high E string, because that will sound good anyway with any of these chords. Okay, so looking at the strumming pattern of the intro and verses, we use down, 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 up. And we use a mix of picking and strumming, you could say, but it's mostly picking in the verses. So we start off with the first downstroke on the bass note of each chord. In most cases, this will be on the A string. So for the C we have, and then we pick either one of the middle strings, either the D string or the G string. And then on the 3rd downbeat we play the high C. And then we go back to one of the middle strings. And then quickly on the upbeat we go back to the high C. So for the C chord, this might sound like this. And then we do the exact same thing with the other chords. G sus4 over B, A minor 7, G sus4, and here we have the bass note on the E string instead. And then on the F, go back to the A string. And then we play twice. And then back to G sus4. So on the last G sus4 we have a bit of different strumming pattern. So we start off in the exact same way as before. And then we let go of the index finger. So we have a regular G chord. And then we play down, 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 up, down, up. So. So here's one round of this chord progression. So again, this is played for 1 round in the intro and for 2 rounds for each verse. And then we have the pre-chorus, which starts in the exact same way as the verse. So we have 1 round of then after that we have single down strums, so A minor, and then G sus4, and then we play C, and quickly to F sus2. And then we go back to A minor for one down strum, G sus4, one down strum, and then we go directly to F sus2. And on the F sus2 she starts with 8th note down strums, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the same way on G sus4, 1 and 2 and 3. So on this last G sus4 we play 1 and 2 and 3, and then directly after the third beat we mute the strings with our right hand, and then on the fourth beat we do a tap with this hand. So the second part of the pre-chorus will sound like this. So moving on to the chorus, and here we have almost exactly the same chord progression as in the verse. The only difference is that on the F sus2 we don't stay on the F sus2, but we go to A minor 7 before going to G sus4. And then when we're on that G sus4 we don't release the index finger, but we have it there the whole time. So the chords are C, G sus4 over B, A minor 7, G sus4, F sus2, back to A minor 7, and then G sus4 without releasing the index finger. And the strumming pattern is the same, but we can use a bit more strumming than picking in the chorus. But I tend to play the bass notes still picked in the chorus, and then the rest of the pattern can be a bit more strumming. And then on the last G sus4, so here's the chorus. And then right after the chorus we have a short instrumental part where we play the verse chords for one round and the same strumming pattern. And after that, the second verse, the second pre-chorus and the second chorus are played in the exact same way as the first ones. So fast forward to the bridge of the song. Here we have the chord progression A minor, G sus4, F sus2, and back to G sus4. And the strumming pattern for the first A minor and G sus4 is down, 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 up. So. And then on the F sus2 we play down, down, mute, down, down, mute. And then on the G sus4 after that we just play down strums. So. And then on the second round of this chord progression we just play down strums. And here we mute also with the back of the right hand onto the strings. So we have muted down strums on the A minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 And we continue with this strumming on G sus4, F sus2, and then when we go to the last G sus4, we gradually go from muted to unmuted. So here's the bridge. So as you saw there, we continue with that instrumental part that we had before, right after the bridge. And then after that we play A minor for 2 down strums. And then one quick G sus4. And then F sus2 for 2 measures. So here's the instrumental part after the bridge. Then we have the last verse, which is 2 rounds of our main chord progression. And here we go back to lighter picking. So and the last pre-chorus is shorter than the previous, so we go straight to A minor. And then we have the last chorus, which is played a bit more lightly than the first ones. So and then we have this amazing key change in this song where we go from C to D. So here we have the chords D, a regular D, and then maybe the trickiest chord of this song, which is D over C sharp. So we stay on the D for the highest strings, and then we put our pinky on the 4th fret of the A string, while also muting the D string with that finger. So 4th fret, mute, and then D chord. And also remember to mute the low E string. And then B minor 7. So here you put the index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and keep the D string open. And then we go to A sus4, and then we go to G, muting the A string, and G over F sharp. So 2nd fret with the thumb or the index finger, mute the A string, and then the rest is a G chord. And then we have an E minor 7. And lastly we have an A. So we play this chord progression for 2 rounds, and we have the same strumming pattern as in the other choruses. And then at the end of the outro, we play D, A, G, and then we play D, A, G, and then go back to A. And then on the last two rounds, we play it like we did in the first round. So D, A, G. And the strumming pattern for D is down, down, up, down. And for A, we just play one downstroke. And then for G, we play down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. And on the second round, we play it in the exact same way. Only that on G, we just play down, 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 up, down, and then we go back to A, up, down, 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 up. So. And then on the third round, we go back to the way we played it on the first round. So. And then to finish it off on the fourth round, we just play one downstroke on the G. So. So that's it for this song. Maybe this became a bit too long, but I hope that this helps you in learning the song. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments.